did young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come a bushing for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. Tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, eye convenient, eye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map him. Tap send. Intienne. Also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka come we bushing for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Amerado na ni etena ka mu kwanten akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu so benya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo o so to mfa akosika swane ne mpatamu anasa achimota lapa se kosinsawam. Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane, anasa ade bia wo pe bia. So wo koton ko ade a ene bia wo se wutu mu a Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto. Or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
Whilst we are still celebrating ourselves for the growth, we are still trying to solve the beef issues among us as well. That is what makes it an interesting industry. You pass here, people are beefing. You pass here, others are also achieving. And it feels so good to know that, yeah, these are the many things we are all observing in our showbiz space. So today, as we've taken our seats, then you guys should know that we are about to do the reviews of some of the top stories in our showbiz industry. And here we pay attention to the pertinent issues and not the petty ones. The petty ones, you leave it for the rest of the guys to take care of them. And we will look at the pertinent issues so that you guys will know that, yeah, we are a serious group here on Sammy Flex TV doing Showbiz Daily. If this is your first time, then you should note that we do this every weekday, 7 p.m. live. We stream here on Sammy Flex TV, and over there, wherever you are in the world, you can also watch it according to your time. But here, we do it at 7 p.m. and I want you to note this every day. Even if you miss the time, the content will still be here for you to watch. So why don't you join us every day and let's do this. I don't do this alone. I do it with my couples, Roland Amate, who is already in your shot, and he is an event blogger. He is also a talent manager, one of my panel members here on the show, as well as in team Dodu Solomon. You can call him Chemo. He is our online manager and also digital content strategist. He is also here for us to do this. Now, Siri, I'm from Kano Mokasa, and then Zimbunia. Siri will not wait for me to call him there. He starts saying, one moment, I've not called you Siri. Thank you for your assistance. Let me also say thanks to Digital Rasta, called Currency, who is handling our camera. Richie Flex is the editor, director of the show, and you out there for taking time out of your busy schedules to watch us. Thank God we are not here double to say you are wasting your 1 hour to watch us. Yeah, you double missed it. Because I have a friend in China, Michael Chumasi or something like that, who tells me that if it had not been Showbiz Daily content, like the way he'll be stressed. He tells me that, Sammy, Charlie, me, I work in the tech world. When I come back from work and my mind is so dazed with so much here and there, the only thing I use to distress is Showbiz Daily. And someone is also saying that when you spend 1 hour, then you are lazy. Hey, yeah, double. No problem. Another time we handle you specially.
Oh, no. I think Many Omar Moka said he wasn't like any intention or no, like he wanted to say something positive now. Well, who neka. As in Opeto say if you spend your time so much on,
he realized he has not started well. So he should have said no. Mamin can ye.
Yeah, it's an uncle.
Yes, or corrected him.
Yeah.
Because later when he was trying to explain it, he was struggling to make sense because nobody can send that. In the ultra of resolve the problem, no break. Yes, not your contradicting him.
Yeah, and you know, and I mean say host to so na adwene ba so a e bia nka obetimi aboa ne kakra ama na retract say like on say ono woni need nkomo nti e bi kra na adwene ma so like I'm not blaming
me I still want to believe the host because the host is a sports guy. Maybe his main focus was on the sports thing. So he missed how serious that particular statement was.
And you see, that particular Adiana Nomokan, it wasn't so relevant to whatever sports discussion they were having. So you dragging it will take so much time that one now the main reason to our friend a sports conversation. Na ayeki tuebi ana tuecha.
Me the me who say how serious anyhow kind of impact ne beba. Enu nti na wa nya no ko bedwuma double asemi a okay. What do you be like or can be ama na adwuna ba so ba as no you say your thing and let's pass and you from no from I think they function Ola me I saw Ola's video and I think Ola is stretching too much. Ola is stretching it to the next level. Don't cast him, don't know like
you think so?
Oh yeah. Wa can be yes, obia or share you be an beauty be able say oh we the one can ye and I say if you want to be a streamer beka wa can't kwasiasem but I should just end there but also person stretching it say because of that don't cast him don't why and to Ola on can be being from obida okay deny no so don't cast you don't do what this is the concept of cancel somebody na na make an any like why be a wompe why be a one in adwin he shouldn't eat like why he shouldn't like you can talk about it we can all condemn it say do kind of one can ye next time one can say ye but to stretch it to the point that they shouldn't cast him in a movie again they shouldn't use him for whatever that he is benefiting from now no it's over you like it's all like it's overboard. He's going overboard, and I think we should end it at the point say one can ye or no or to one in the conscience back and say no. If I get the opportunity, I will say it right or I will even apologize. But for you to sit somewhere to suggest say we should do this thing to him because he didn't speak well, I don't think it's something that we should encourage. It's not good for anybody, and it's not good for the entertainment or space that we are in. Because at one point in time, you may say something that will not land well, or many people may not agree with you. And if it happens and we have to cancel you like the way he's encouraging, no one will survive the industry.
Because we have all said one thing like that.
Later you regret it, or you wish you said it in a different way. So was stretching it double the one can say because Sanka or not the born said double my Jumana a me free time and may share movie 2 hours. I mean lazy and like and a question because Anka or retract but question be Anka and don't know him say what can he answer somewhere fun
So should he come back to retract and apologize now that it is obvious the statement has been received wrongly, and that was not what he meant. Should he come back, retract, and apologize?
Oh yeah, if I were closer to him in anywhere, can my advice and say, that would be the best. You have to come back out and apologize.
And I know that he can talk. You can just put the camera on him and say it well.
Why will be some craft for me? Like meaning the day and Kasana may because I'm like. No matter how you try to defend it, it won't land well. Like you can't defend this one. So the best thing is to apologize. In meaning I can apologize, but I won't also force it. Like people should just pounce on him, apologize. No, as I cry, ain't sincere. Let him sit down there and then feel
what he's done wrong.
No, I think this one didn't go well. Let me go and apologize or something. But Ola approaching it, I mean, in a dream cry. But may I encourage you that was he should come out and apologize. It will help him.
Okay, Ro, same position.
I think yes. You know, loose talks there was space in him. Everybody is prone to it. I just said Becca said one kasa, and then so in the space that you find yourself, it is almost impossible. So definitely, some way, sometime you may say something. I want to say yeah, and land they were even with the how you would even want to communicate to the general public, and when you may for people, I am part of the people who are calling for him to apologize though, but then it all boils down to say onosu ehunya waye say one can year, then he can come back and apologize. Sometimes yes, you may not receive a certain message well, but does the person involved also think the same way? Say your kind one can year na, and since I ever go back and forth, and I agree with Chemo. Yes, I think Ola, for us to be calling the cancel culture on him at this particular point, I think it is like killing a cockroach with a sledgehammer. It is so huge. This is not something that you would say yes, he whatever he said was not so cool, wasn't even received on a good note, but then the best thing that he can do is to apologize. Besides, he's not done anything that has affected anybody, even physically or even mentally in any way. It is just an insult, and anybody can get over it at any point in time. So the earlier he
who has not done anything that will physically do it?
I'm saying the statement that he made, it has not affected anybody physically.
No, it has. Or it will. No, wait. Let's look at the predicament that will come out of it. Or better still, let's look at how it will result. Yadabo is saying that if you watch a movie for 1 hour, it means you are lazy.
You see?
So no, wait, I'm coming. So let's use the vulnerable to do this judgment. The vulnerable, who is a movie fanatic, who has been watching movies all this while, who say has been buying their movies, be it CDs, online, whatever. Now hearing that, hey, see here there, movie now me share the gym and I see me share now me share more than 1 hour. I'm considered a lazy guy. Someone is influenced.
Of course.
Oh,
no, you
I would disagree.
No, wait.
That person, would that person judge himself as lazy before Yadabu saying it or
let me give you one example that came up recently. When who said this? Is it Ms. Otabio or is the white also for Lighthouse? When he said that those who put their food on social media, they are not something. They are not polite or something.
Yeah, I think Daki almost said it, but I've forgotten exactly how he said it.
No, that's what he meant.
Something about he was when you put your things, your
no, he was specific on food.
Yeah.
He was specific on food. I remember this statement. So no way to.
Yeah,
when that thing enters my mind, and say, oh, we are here, Charlie. I want to just maybe I want to tease my friends. Charlie, we go baby and menya pam baby. If that thing comes to my mind, would I still continue to do it?
But do you think when you do that you are wrong? Like
yes, because that is what someone who is respected in society is saying. But so if I am to judge myself, listen, that's what I'm saying. If I'm to judge myself based on what the man has said, I won't do it again because I want to respect what he has said.
Okay.
And but
for those who believe
exactly what I'm talking about, that's why I said let's work with the vulnerable ones.
Okay.
But in this
some of us we will not consider. But those who might, you see, some people, what's the right word for them? They are not too confident of themselves.
Yes.
They cannot say I want to do it my way. Okay, the man has said I don't have to put my food on social media, but me, it is my food. I want to put on social media.
But you see,
you understand?
That I agree. But you see, sometimes when people make such statements, you tend to analyze the situation and put yourself also in it before you make a decision. Now, if we would even want to use some of the vulnerable, as you are saying, Yaodabo in question now, is he active in the movie space?
No, it's not about being active. It's about his influence.
I am not.
And now I think he's even now more powerful than he was.
I am not doubting his influence. But what I'm saying is that it will have a major effect. The effect will be major if we have about 5 or 6 of Yadabu's influence saying this at the same time. That is when we can say we are having that.
We don't need to get 6 people.
Oh, come on.
No.
See, for Yadabu, I'm not doubting his influence.
If any of our influential persons said something, we need 6 of them to say before someone.
No, it depends on whatever they are saying.
Exactly. So
that's what I'm saying. For Yadabu to say you are lazy, we have so many influential people who are more influential than Dabo that has said so many things that people did not even take into consideration. You understand? My point is,
so we don't know who this can affect.
If you would want to, and I am saying, if
but
you
I don't
want
think it will do
any serious damage.
No,
yes.
It is not serious. But what I'm saying is that if whatever has been said has even the power to influence one person,
we still can do something.
Yes,
that's
because if I in my house, I go with this mindset that if you watch a movie 1 hour, you are lazy. And me, the father of the homework, do you think I will let anybody?
No.
So don't underestimate the power of one person.
No, I am not underestimating it, but my point is that the effect is not so huge for us to call a cancel culture.
Oh no.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. And yet so huge for us to say that yen casting, yen friend, yen sidelining, and all those things. But because the effect is not so huge. Senkayadi ain't huge and Kayadabu the influence like maybe the president or the minister or something. No, can we be say that we know the extent a bit miyako. But Yadabu influence new president, new vice president. You understand?
So the
effect wouldn't be that big. So the only thing we can do is to call him to come and apologize. Let's call him.
There's nothing like small influence.
But I think I sincerely feel that he will come back and apologize.
I think it will work best.
Yes.
We shouldn't underestimate what he said.
Oh yes, that we are not doing. But then the cancel culture is out.
Oh no, I heard it. So I'm not into all those things. So I'm saying that what he has said, don't underestimate it and don't belittle Yadabo in these times.
No, nobody is doing
now
it.
He's influential.
Nobody is doing
this one. Do you know who I saw him post a photo with? Keto Kreku, who had come to visit him at his Double FC Academy.
Yes.
Nobody is doubting.
Shared some money with
Nobody is doubting his influence. By my purchase, the worst we can do is to call him to come and apologize. That's all.
Maybe.
Yes, that's what
and I think he will do that.
And you see, let's learn to do this. We should learn we should measure how we brush our success on the faces of people. I'm sure all those things were part of the errors he committed. Because now he feels he's become somebody so much to the extent that his 1 hour is so important to him than anybody else. That's why you see that. Only time or the best movie trans 1 hour. Only time. There is a housewife. Only baby ako. Onu na adwuma ne say onu aduane. Enkwara ba o yesi. Onu oti not no say o movie. So you just got it wrong. No matter which face you want to look at it from. And I'm sure that is what we are interested in. So Oradabo, sorry for this statement. Very unfortunate, but if you get an opportunity like everyone is calling for, apologize and let's move on. We have to say big ups to Stonebwoy as well. I think today he has been trending on Twitter because he's yet to, either he has been featured or he's yet to be featured on the Breakfast Club, where
I think by now he's done.
By now he's done. Okay, because of our time difference. Okay,
but it's not available.
Yeah, because I've not seen. That's why I'm not able to say he has. So let's still maintain that he is to appear on the platform since we've not seen it, because anything could happen that he might not even appear. Not because he is not wanted.
It is done. I think it is done.
It is done.
But the footage is not available
for us to do any talk with. Okay. So yes, and I think online is praising him because according to sources information, if he appears on the platform, then it means he will be the first Ghanaian artist or celebrity to appear on the Breakfast Club. And I want to know how big this is. Chabo's man, Shaleman, the God here is hosting, and a lady called the Envy or Denvy or something like that. That I'm not
DJ
getting.
Envy.
DJ Envy, yes, like I said. Chabo, big deal?
Yeah. Let's take it like that. It's a big deal because it's a huge platform when you consider even America in general. And when you look at the platforms that they have, social media platform, huge. Even their, I think their YouTube is over 2 million subscribers.
Wow.
And then they have, I think, 5 million subscribers on, followers on Instagram. And other, like, the point is that they have huge platforms. Even apart from the radio station that they command a lot of people listening to them at one point in time, they also have huge social media platform that they can show their shows on and all that. So Stonebwoy appearing there is huge because he will be exposed to a lot of audience apart from the one that he has already or he has captured already. Now he's going to the next step of even getting more subscribers. More like people seeing his works, and he will talk about it in a way that some people may even fall in love after listening to him for the first time. So it makes it a big deal in that sense. But it's a radio station that he's going. So it's like him going to maybe Joy FM or any other FM station. Just that we know that some platforms are bigger than the others. And Breakfast Club, which is Power 105 point something, 105.1 in America is a big platform. And considering the people who seen him, the Charlemagne the God, DJ Envy, they are big when it comes to even entertainment in general.
So like Chabo said, I'm sure maybe show is done.
Yeah, the show is done.
So it's even broadcasted or postcarded on other platforms. Because I know the iHeartRadio thing. And I think they also have space on Spotify and others. So maybe we have to listen to it on Spotify before. Sometimes they even put the audio on YouTube, and still it got huge numbers. Even the audio, before they will even bring the videos out
and then cut some portions for people to watch. So in that sense, it's big because he's going to get huge exposure that we will say that he has not gotten before, or now it's another level for him, if I should put it that way. So in that sense, congratulations to him. I think he deserves it. And before the our audience, some of our audience give us a list of others, we know that most of the Nigerian big artists, they have appeared there before. I remember Davido and even Kiss Daniels. They have passed through, and Wizkid too. I think he has passed through.
But in Ghana, there is no record of any.
In Ghana, there's no record of any of our artists appearing on the show, and Stonebwoy will be the first person to get that opportunity. And I think after Stonebwoy going through it, others may also follow. Yes, and it will be more like the way for people to also look at what is happening in Ghana. I mean, after Charlemagne the God passing through Ghana and talking about Ghana, I think he will have that interest to talk to Stonebwoy about Ghana, what he experienced and what Stonebwoy can tell him about Ghana that he couldn't experience, or when he was here he couldn't get time to see it. And this is interesting, and I believe Stonebwoy will represent us well. And according to the caption that is out, he spoke about the VGMA band. He spoke about his project, the music that he's been doing and all that. So it will be an interesting conversation for me. So I'm looking forward to
we all wait for it and watch the full one. But so the announcement was made. I don't know if Richie has the video of the announcement. We can just go catch that video when he was talking about his appearance on the platform. And again, he even took advantage to announce his new song that he'll be releasing soon as well. Richie, can we watch that? Okay, so let's go watch that. Then Roland will take over.
what's up, world? You don't know it's Stonebwoy from Ghana representing live right now on the... Hey, yo, what's up, world? You don't know it's Stonebwoy from Ghana representing live right now on the Breakfast Club. You don't know, so tune in tomorrow. We're gonna go live. Don't know, check out the new single. It's called More of You. Yeah, you don't know, check it out. Beep, Stonebwoy. Hey, yo, what's up, world? You don't know it's Stonebwoy from Ghana representing live right now on the Breakfast Club. You don't know, so tune in tomorrow. We're gonna go live. Don't know, check out the new single. It's called More of You. Yeah, you don't know, check it out. Beep, Stonebwoy.
All right, so moves. He's not a statue, so obviously he's making moves. Yes, Ro.
Big shout outs to the overlord.
So, yeah, some more. So now Stonebwoy is the overlord.
Yeah, the overlord.
And the landlord is who?
It says Sarkodie said the landlord.
So
now we.
But Shatawale also said he's the fucking landlord.
And so now. No, now
he said he's the fucking landlord. I remember on the Afrochella stage. I said if you are new in Ghana, tell them that I shut up the fucking landlord. So what is the landlord? What is the fucking landlord?
F landlord.
And Stonebwoy is the overlord. I swear.
I took that get.
Stonebwoy is smart. Overlord. Monkomo landlord. He is the overlord. Anytime I hear overlord, it is the yard now. They come to my mind. Okay.
First, I mean, it's very interesting. I would want to say congratulations to Stonebwoy. This is what we call strategic planning and movement.
Yeah.
You know, in the space that we find ourselves, yes, now, I like how we are beginning to grow to understand where the business has gotten to as far as the entertainment industry is concerned. Now, the understanding is that we are not doing it only for ourselves, but we are doing it also for the outside world. And the competition is not only in Ghana. That is where the understanding has gotten to now. So you see a certain Bisake there flying, you see our talk flying, you see Blakk Sheriff flying, and these are very strategic movements. Even the Sun Trophy band and the other bands that are also touring, these are things that you can clearly see that they are things that are giving them some sort of good feedbacks and stuff. And it feels good. It feels good. You see, certain platforms don't just come because you are good. Let's not sit here and think that it is Stonebwoy is going to the Breakfast Club.
The video is ready now. Yes, it's 3 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
About 35 minutes of it.
So let's not sit and think that Stonebwoy got this platform because he's too good, or he knows how to sing, or he knows how to travel. No. These are very strategic plugs that you don't just get easily. And I would want us to also pay attention critically to what Stonebwoy is doing, especially in recent times. He has been a huge ambassador when it comes to selling the country. And he's been very strategic with it. In fact, when he went to Jamaica and he was asked series of questions, yes, there wasn't any opening for him to sell Ghana, though, rather than selling himself. But he even took advantage of the opportunity to sell Ghana, as far as even selling something that is called shito in Ghana. And it is good. Me, I am looking forward after this show. I'm going to watch his interview and see the kind of conversation they had, because with the experience Sharamin had in Ghana and what he shared and Stonebwoy's position as far as selling Ghana is concerned, exactly, it will be a very interesting conversation, and I know this will definitely come up in the conversation. And you see, another thing is that Stonebwoy is releasing his song in the US and not in Ghana. They should tell us something. The last time the Grammy CEO stepped in Ghana, he said that you should have some of your releases or your works in the US of A.
I bet Stonebwoy there until he signed on to
Def Jam Africa.
Universal.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. These are very strategic openings. It is not because Stonebwoy is good. Yes, we all know Stonebwoy is good. This is not the time that we are going to say what Stonebwoy can do or talk about what Stonebwoy. We all know the caliber of artist Stonebwoy is. But it also boils down to another conversation of who is introducing you, who is also giving you a certain opening, who is making putting in a word or two for you, and that is what we are saying. So if people would want to think that or use Stonebwoy's situation to give certain people pressure, let's not be quick to do that, because there are so many things that we need to consider.
Okay.
There are so many things that we need to consider. You can't take away the powerhouse that is backing Stonebwoy out of this conversation at all. It is not possible. Okay. Yes, we know Stonebwoy is good and can pull some plugs, but these are some of the advantages that come you enjoy when you affiliate yourself with certain quarters.
I'm sure there were some of all the baits
exactly
that pushed you to sign.
So if people are very skeptical in recent times to say to call some of these deals all sorts of names, then we should have a double thinking about it, because yes, what might be a disadvantage to you can be an advantage to somebody, and that is what Stonebwoy is capitalizing us on. For us, it is good. I remember when I saw Burna Boy on Trev Noah's show. It was very interesting. It was very interesting, and I think they had fun. He was also able to sell his country so well. I trust in what Stonebwoy can do, and I am very, very happy for him. In fact, for his career, this is also an elevation and an adapt to whatever he's achieving. It is beautiful.
Wow. Big ups to Beam Boss Stonebwoy for this particular feat as well. I think sometimes it's about moves, it's about connect, it's about plugs, and maybe Stonebwoy is doing it right. Whoever is also helping him to do this, we appreciate. I said earlier in the editorial that sometimes some of these things, they are good for the career as of an artist, but it's also even good for our industry as a whole.
Of course.
Because when he goes there, he'll talk about Ghana, like you guys have said. He'll talk about Ghana music, and then the competition can now go out there. Because if Stonebwoy is on any platform here in Ghana, it is still competing among his peers.
Yes, of course.
And these guys, he's been competing with them all these years. Nothing extra to show again. But on that platform, now he's gone beyond his peers and competing the world. And that's how beautiful it looks so far. So once again, big ups to Beam Boss, and we want to say congratulations to him. Keep connecting and show the rest the way. Okay. If it becomes possible, show the rest the way. Let them also follow and know what we are doing. So we have also seen Amerado tweet that he's gone back to school after senior high. Of course, that was when his rap career took shape and he decided to continue with his music thing. But currently, he has shared on all his socials that he's gone back to level 100, University of Ghana, so help me God. And we are looking at some of the influences that will push him to go back to school at the time that many are even thinking his career is now blossoming. He will see the need to still go back and register to start lectures. What are some of the influences that might have come? Roland, maybe you can hit me through.
Yeah, there's nothing more beautiful than having more and more education. And yes, he's saying he's going back to school. Of course, we don't even know what he's not even put out what he's going to study yet. Perhaps it will also be art related, or even in the field that he is in. And we all know, yes, we can't take. There are so many people that have gone the informal way and have still been successful, but we can't also downplay the influence or the power of formal education here. If not for anything at all, we can mention a few like Ochiame Kwame and the likes, and we all know what formal education has done to their career, especially in this time. The career or the space that we find ourselves, I always say that pension pay. There is nothing like pension in the space that we find ourselves.
And tomorrow is not
it's not even.
Your next banger is not assured.
Exactly. So the earlier you find some adapts, the better for you. And if you are to find it at the time that you are strong, that you can push, or you have certain times that you think you can exhaust or do it, why not? It is good to always explore new avenues. We have footballers that are doctors, we have footballers that are chemists and all that, and they even go to school whilst playing active football. And whenever they are off the field, nothing stops them from also pursuing those careers. We are creatives, for crying out loud. And I always say that about 99.9% of people who find themselves in the creative art space are multi-talented. And that is what we are saying. So it will take nothing away from Amerado. And in fact, I am very proud of him for him to have even made this decision, because it goes a long way to also give the whole industry a different perception. Gone were the days when they say this space were for vagabonds, dropouts, and all that. But if at a point you dropped out and you still would want to respect that formal side of the whole life cycle, and you still would want to tap in, why not? It is good. At least if there's a parent out there, or there's a ward out there who is looking at you as a role model or something, it will even inform the parents that, oh, okay, perhaps my child is not even venturing into what they call a vagabond space like that. It's because the person who is his role model is also pursuing formal education that I would want my child to do. So it is still in light, and at least gradual. It is a gradual process for us to also take some of these perceptions of the space. So I would say congratulations.
So could it also be that maybe someone is advising, or someone is talking to him that in your chosen area, security is not solid? So think about something else, so that in case here fails, you can hold on to it.
Oh yes, and I'm a kind. There's no pension plan or pension scheme for you. Neither is there. How many of even our artists or our creative are signed to insurance companies? How many of them? Just a few. And even those ones, it is because they are ambassadors to some of these insurance companies. That is why they do. How many of us are insured when it comes to... But then, in other fields, they pay their social security and other stuff, as well as even insurance, so that should something even happen to them in the near future and they become incapacitated, they can get some help from that side. But in our space, it is not like that. So the earlier you try to find other ways to support yourself, just in case you won't be able to be active in the space anymore, so that one can help you in the future, the better. And it is good. Yes, I know somebody that definitely there will be people who will put in a word or two of advice for Amerado to stamp on this decision to go back to school. And that I agree. But then it all boils down to what he wants for his future and how he even sees his music career. There are some people that will want to say, oh, I want to do music for 20 years, 30 years, and after that I quit, or I just go on retirement from music. Becca has done it. Perhaps we didn't know Becca did not put out her plan when she started her music career, but now she's held on, how do you call it, releasing songs. And she can perform though. But when it comes to releases, it is on break now, or it is on hold. So that's how it is. So I would want to congratulate Amerado. That's very
I see.
good.
Chemo, what do you also see? Some advice gone through him?
Yeah, I think so. But I would say, like, okay, I think, well, it's not bad to be in school, to go back to school, to seek knowledge. I mean, I think it's good for everybody or anybody who wants to pursue or go through that path. But since we don't know much about what he's actually doing there, I wish I had more information. Then I can boldly say that no, this is a right decision or not, or I can share my opinion based
so
on
what like we are still doing projects. What do you think he would do that would be bad, and what would he do that would be good?
If he goes for a course that has nothing to do with his career now, like if he's doing chemistry at this time at the university, it will be a bad decision.
Why do you think so?
It has nothing to do with his career.
He is not supposed to do anything to do with his career.
Then he has no business being there. His career is his.
No. What I mean is that maybe whilst he was in school, he did well in the sciences, and luckily music became big for him. He started pursuing music. Now he thinks with where he's gotten to in music, he can go and add up to his life.
A biochemist or something.
It will be a bad decision.
It will be a waste of time. What I know is most people start with the academics. And then move to
yesterday I think I was even telling you like
and that's the routine that has worked out. Like that's what we know. But to reverse it, get a break in the entertainment industry or music, and then put it on hold, or do it actively and trying to study at the same time. That I think
it will be difficult.
It will be difficult.
Yes, that one we admit.
Yes,
but it doesn't make the bad decision, I guess.
Mostly it doesn't work out. I mean, most of the times it won't work out. I mean, we can consider somebody like Flexxnewspaper. the time that he was doing music, he was in school, and he was able to complete. I mean, he did, I think, biochemistry practice for some time, and at the same time he was doing the music. But when the music became like the main thing, he stopped practicing the biochemist thing, and that's how it is. But if you get success in music, and then you say, no, now I want to go back to school, unless you want to hold on with the music for the time that you will be in school, by combining it, it's nearly impossible. Like, because you have schedules or you have timetable to study, and then your shows will be calling you. You have a show for you to go and play. You have an interview to go and all that. It won't work out.
You have to go to the studio.
It won't. That's why I'm saying that if it has something to do with his entertainment, like if he's doing something in the performing arts, like maybe he's studying musicology or like something about related, then that one, yes, I would say why not, because he will be getting something to push his career, or even get certain kind of connections that will advise him how to move when it comes to music or in his career. But if he's doing something so unrelated to music or entertainment, it will be some way, and it's most likely it won't work out. It will be a waste of time at some point. So since we don't know that details, let's say that yes, it's good to go back to school anyway. So if he's trying to acquire knowledge, we should just encourage him to do it. And it's not easy, especially when you are in Ghana with that tight schedule when you are in school. I mean, for those who have been through the system can testify, it's not easy. So to do that and combine it with music, that you also need time to think and come out with your creative best, like with your best. It will not be easy, but we are in the space. Let's see what will happen. But at this point, since we don't know much about what he's doing there, we will just wish him all the best and see.
Well, he did not put that information
yes.
But I'm also looking at it this way. You know, sometimes you do projections of your life, and you can tell that with what I'm doing, the next 10, 20 years, maybe I wouldn't be very solid here. Because of that, I have to also look for another insurance, another way to survive. If Amerado does that and he even slows down music because he thinks, Charlie, he's rapping. Now he knows what he's getting. If he knows what he's getting now that he seems to be at the top of his career, what about if he starts declining? How will life be? Can he slow his music career and take up another thing altogether? Would that one also be
so at that point he will be choosing one based on where you think will work out. You can't get both. That's the point I'm trying to make. Especially when you start with the music. When you start with the academics, it can go well for you. Because you finish with the academic thing, then you now push more to your entertainment or the music career. But when you are on top of the entertainment or your music career and you want to put it on hold for the academics, then you may not come back and be the same. You won't get it. You won't get both. You have to choose one. That's why I'm saying that unless it's like Ochame Kwame did. Ochame Kwame did Akan and I think psychology. And he was doing more with how he can improve his thing, his career.
Writing and all.
His writings and how he will present his thing and all that. So he wasn't out of the music even when he was in school. He was doing something relating to the thing that he's been doing. And he's still going through that path. And now the advantage for him is that he has people in academia who will support him from that angle. And then he has people in the entertainment industry who are not in academia, but will also relate to him. So Ochame Kwame is winning on both fronts. But it's difficult to get both at the same time, especially when you start with music. That's my thing. Like the emphasis is when you start with the entertainment thing. It demands a lot for you to say that, no, let me share the time with academia, especially Ghana. We have passed through the system before, and we know how it is. Okay. It's not easy. It's not cheap. So that we don't know the detail. I will put it out again. But I hope he's doing something relating to his music, just to be on top of the music game, on top of the music, on top of the music business, so he can benefit from what he's getting now. Being in that space, being in the entertainment space, there are a lot of things that you can get when you have the academic backing. So I'm hoping that he will get that side and then move with it. So he will not be out of the music or the entertainment space, but he will get knowledge that he can use to even be more successful in the entertainment space.
For what it's worth, I think it will also be an inspiration to people like Blakk Sheriff.
And what do you mean?
Blakk Sheriff, the like
Blakk
of Blakk
Sheriff was in and he couldn't cope and left.
That's what I'm saying. No, I mean Blakk Sheriff, Yao Tog, and the likes. It is because you see sometimes it is difficult for you to handle fame as far as school is concerned. And Ochame Kwame when Ochame Kwame shares a story or some of his experiences going back to school, it is like that. Sometimes it is difficult for people to take you out of the fact that okay, you are Ochame Kwame or you are Blakk Sheriff or you are Amerado, and see you as a normal student colleague. That okay, this is the time for us to sit and learn, and not the time that you see me as a superstar that you see outside. Which is the time when Yao Tog was about to write his exams. Even when he was supposed to have privacy and study, his friends were still putting cameras on him, Yao Tog and all that. So at least, if Amerado is able to go through it very well, at least it will also be a sort of inspiration to the likes of Yao Tog. Because now, I think out of that, they will be very skeptical to go back to school, especially if they know they are going to face, Yao Tog knows he's going to face ×2 of what he faced even at the SHS level, because at the end of the day this is a superstar. That when he goes to school now, he aside from him being like having that social or public scrutiny where everybody would want to know what he is about, now people are going to pay critical attention even to some of his private stuff like his results and all that. And I am not sure it will be cool for him. So sometimes they will be very skeptical because of some of these things to go back to school. But if Amerado is able to do it, like Shemo is saying, do something especially that is art related and is able to push or help him push his career, then it will be a source of motivation and inspiration to some of these guys to also know that okay, we can go. There is a way perhaps that we can manage it and also combine both and still flourish.
Some of them they will never go, no matter what you do to them.
Forget
about it. But I know some of them will never go. With what they have tasted, what they have seen, they seem so satisfied.
Oh yes.
Especially when you are coming from entertainment to the academic challenge. But from academics to entertainment, it's not such a big deal. I mean, we have heard Jackie's story. The same thing. At some point, her mom, she said her mom advised her, for after school, you can pick it up. And she did that. And after school now, she got her hits and all that, and she's moving with it.
I'm ready to put her name to her.
And then so that's where now the spotlight is on you.
The level is different too. Jackie's own was SHS.
No, Jackie at the university.
Tech.
Jackie the same thing. But the thing is, now you know the entertainment thing. When the spotlight is on you, and you want to leave it for somebody, it will not be easy for you to come back.
It is not guaranteed that you come back and pick it up.
Yes, exactly. So when now the spotlight is on you, you have to take advantage. Like all the things that you can get from being the one everybody is talking about, everybody is looking, watching you, whatever. You have to take advantage and get what you deserve. But if you leave it and say that I'm going to learn and come back, learn okay, so let's not forget A+, Sammy, Coco Valley, and
yes,
but you can see the
where their level,
after the
you know at what point they took that
decision.
That decision.
That's
Amerado is hot now.
Now
so,
he's hot now.
Well, we still advise Amerado and his colleagues to do what is right for them.
Yes.
In fact, that does not mean that whoever is in the space should go back to the lecture hall. Like Chemo is saying, you can go back to the lecture hall, take a course, that will even be a waste of time more.
Yeah.
But if you go on there and you take something that will polish even what you are still doing, then you've taken the best of decision. Because even in days that you are not active, you can use that knowledge to also help someone, or you can use that knowledge, provide services for people, and you are good to go.
Yeah.
Like Derek Money, you cash out very, very well. So I'm sure it is what it is. But then Blakk Rasta has been talking. The video I came across really sent some shivers down my spine. I said, eesh, this fire is too huge a fire. Blakk Rasta hosts his program on, that is Urban Blend, on 3FM here in Accra, and he also has his YouTube channel, that's the Blakk Empire Media, alongside the Blakk Rasta, which is a music video channel, or is a music channel. Now, Blakk Rasta has been commenting on the Sarkodie's feature on Bob Marley's Stir It Up, and his opinion has left so many people on social media angry. People vex. In fact, some have even described it as hatred. Some are saying, yeah, this is someone who understands the reggae front. So whatever he's saying is the fact. But then, what do you also say? We'll go and watch the video, a video of Blakk Rasta talking about this on his radio show on 3FM, that's Urban Blend. And when we come back, we'll have a full discussion on this. Watch it. I'll be right back.
This thing that Mr. Logic has said is going to bruise a lot of people's... This thing that Mr. Logic has said is going to bruise a lot of people's egos. But I'm going to bruise more egos with what I'm going to say. What Sarkodie did was nothing but a desecration of the legacy of Bob Marley. It's so shameful. What Sarkodie did, my brother, my sister, is nothing but a desecration of the holy music of Bob Marley. Should I go deeper? It's like a king has been buried, and you go and dig him up, steal his gold and diamonds that he's been buried with, urinate right into the grave and walk away laughing like a madman on heat. Hear me now. Listen. It hurts me so much. I decided never to talk about this issue. But trust me, Sarkodie allowed himself to be used to desecrate the legacy of Bob Marley. What is special about what Sarkodie did? The one-way rap, which has been on all these years. What Sarkodie does is nothing but one-way rap. And people are not ready to speak the truth. Hear me now. Mr. Logic is one of the boldest ones who would come out and try to give a certain kind of reasoning. But let's go deeper into this reasoning. When Bob Marley was alive, what did he say? When Bob Marley was alive, what did he say about his music? He said, and I quote, "You can't love me music if you love Barry White music." You want to hear it again? You can't love me music if you love Barry White music. Barry White was a legendary artist in the world of music. In his own genre, he was a man who was loved so much by his caucus. Bob Marley was a king in his own right. Bob Marley was also a legend in the world of reggae and beyond spirituality. Bob Marley did not only sing reggae, he culturalized reggae. You want to hear it again? He culturalized reggae. At the same time, he spiritualized reggae. Bob Marley was not only a singer, like most of these people, he was able to turn reggae music into a spiritual cult. How many people would listen to reggae music and people would all of a sudden put you in a certain kind of category? Both religious and some other such things. My brother, my sister.
My brother, my sister.
Yeah.
Anytime you hear my brother, my sister, then you should know that Blakk Rasta is in the mix. My children were saying that those times when I go pick them from school and we are listening to on the radio. Yeah, my brother, my sister. Shout out to the Rutical, man. So yes, let's start it this way. We know Blakk Rasta's position as a crusader of reggae music in Ghana. And he's one of the pioneer reggae musicians we have here in Ghana. In fact, his song, Barack Obama, one of the biggest reggae songs to have come from Ghana. And so far, he has done well for himself in the reggae fraternity. I don't know if Blakk Rasta belongs to the Rastafari Council. No.
Yeah, he's part of
Rastafari Council.
The association, he's part
of it.
Yes.
Okay.
But I had a privilege to go to a meeting with him.
Oh, okay. Then that's it. So, yes. And reggae music, some people see it so spiritual. And of course, hip-hop and reggae. The other day, someone was telling me something in a gym that the reason the people gave us raga was that when reggae music was really ruling, people were taking the message in there. They realized the Americans were using hip-hop to also persuade the young guys, because you know reggae has a message and a language, and hip hop also has a message and a language. So they were using hip hop to take away the message from reggae. Because of that, that's why they got the offshoot of reggae, which was raga. So raga more or less also came to do something like what the hip hop were also doing. They also had the same message and attitude of a sort. And I know what it means. It means that reggae there, holy, you can't touch it. Now, Blakk Rasta's position has left so many people, especially Sarkodie lovers, online, very mad. And I've seen so many comments like that. Did he say something wrong? Did he say something right? Chemu, you can start this.
Yeah, I think after, when you go with the headlines alone, I think you'll be angry. But
and people are going with the headlines.
Yeah, that's the problem. But when you listen to him, you get the angle that he's coming from, and you shouldn't be angry, because he's trying to protect what he thinks is holy, what he thinks nobody should do anything to, trying to change it or whatever. Like, don't touch it. It's Bob Marley. Why? What do you want?
It's the Prophet Marley.
Go somewhere else. I mean, from his explanations, I think we should understand him, where he's coming from. He wasn't talking about the technicalities of it, or he wasn't talking about some people being better than Sarkodie, or some people could have do better job. No, he's just not happy with somebody touching Bob Marley's song. Somebody trying to do something to the song. That's his problem. It has nothing to do with whether Sarkodie is a good rapper or a good musician or whatever. He's just not happy that they are touching the thing. That's why he said that it's like going to dig the remains of Bob Marley and taking the treasures and just, it's more like, to him it's disrespect.
That's why he used a desecration.
Yes. So I think we should get the angle that he's coming from. He said...
But once again, with the angle that he's coming from, we still understand his position.
Yeah.
How about the people who also chose Sarkodie?
Yes. And he answered them. He said that the Sarkodie has allowed himself to be used. That's what he said in the video. So he was trying to say that they just use him for money, or they just use him to maybe get something from the other side, not really to do music as Bob Marley will love or Bob Marley will do. He said it. He said that Sarkodie has allowed himself to be used. Yes. So he covered that.
So what I mean by when he says he has allowed himself,
yes.
Did they also not see what he's made of before they decided on him?
Yes.
Did they not see who he is before they decided on him?
Yes, for them, they know that he's the right candidate for them to make money. Like if I'm going by Blakk Rasta's logic. Opinion. Yes. He thinks that those people, they know what they are doing. And what they are doing, according to Blakk Rasta, is that they are using Sarkodie to make money. And it has nothing to do with preserving the legacy of Bob Marley.
Okay.
Yes. So for him, they have used Sarkodie to make money, and he thinks that Sarkodie has destroyed or disrespected the legacy of Bob Marley in some way. Yes, that's all there is to it. In fact, he is trying to defend the Rastafarian and what they stand for. It has nothing to do with music or hating Sarkodie or whatever you want to put it, based on the explanation and the way he was putting out his opinion. So I think people should take it like that and just don't go with the headlines. The headlines will deceive you and will make you think in a certain way. Yes, because you are a Ghanaian, because you want our entertainment industry to go forward or to represent in a way that people will respect us. Yes, you can advise Blakk Rasta to just say nice things about what Sarkodie did. But in this case, he's just defending Rastafarian, what they stand for, and what he thinks
should be done right.
It should be done when it comes to Bob Marley. And so it has nothing to do with music in this sense. It's more about what Bob Marley stands for and the way they appreciate what he has done, and for them they have to find a way to protect that kind of legacy and what they will say holy, instead of Sarkodie coming in there to destroy it just to make money. In fact, Blakk Rasta will not even be happy with Bob Marley's family or whoever sanctioned this. Yes, that to happen. He won't. And so people should just take it like that and don't go with the headlines. You get it wrong in this case. Yeah,
I see. Ro, what do you so? But let me ask this point before I move on to Roland. When he said Sarkodie with his one-way rap,
yes.
Did that one come out as an attack?
Yes, for sure. After being so angry and trying to talk about why you have destroyed our legacy, giving disrespect to Bob Marley, he has to punch him some way, somehow. And that was the punchline. So
in fact, that was the only way I felt some way about his opinion. The other opinions, like I said, because of his background as a reggae crusader, that's how he will see it. Because as reggae crusaders, they see reggae as some holy something.
Yes.
The message in there and all that, but saying all this and comes back to say Sarkodie with his one-way rap style, I felt like fail. And I say
that one there, no, I'll
probably be personal.
Yes, I won't go with him on that. But I think after being so angry and not so happy with what happened, then he 4 points more. But I disagree with him on that.
Well, Ro, what do you also have to say?
That's I mean, this is just like having a religious conversation. Yes, there's what people would see as spiritual aspect and the physical aspect of the whole situation. And I think so most people who are angry because they were expecting Blakk Rasta to have tackled both sides. And even when he tried tackling the physical aspect of the situation was not fair. And that is where I would say Blakk Rasta's comments are harsh. Because you see, if he wants to speak about the spiritual side, as in Bob Marley having a certain kind of legacy that we all would want to protect or we have to protect. Therefore, there are some things that are untouchables, like don't even go there, don't touch it. Yes, then we understand. But then, if he has grievances even to share, I don't think Sarkodie is the one that he needs to go for his head. Besides, Sarkodie did not write to Bob Marley. Even if he did, they still had the power to say no. You understand? Where Blakk Rasta could have channeled his energy to, where the team Bob Marley. That is where I think he should have channeled his energy to, and not Sarkodie. Whatever Sarkodie did on the record was what he can do, and that is what he did. There's nothing.
And it was verified.
Yes, exactly.
Accepted.
Exactly. So I'm sure when Blakk Rasta was also traveling around the world, performing to Barack Obama and other presidents and all that, I know so many people who also have their own reservations about Blakk Rasta's performance.
Yeah, sure.
But it doesn't mean that Blakk Rasta's performance to him wasn't good. You understand? Since this is a creative art space, let's learn to respect people's creative pieces. And I think Blakk Rasta did not do any good to Sarkodie, and especially when he came to say with his one-way rap. I think it was very, very unfair. It was very, very unfair. Yes, if you are talking about the spiritual side, it is just like people who would want to say something and mention Jesus. Somebody who is a Christian and a very religious Christian will not allow you to just mention it and go scot-free or say anything that you would want to say. And the person would want to defend it with all spiritual backings and angles. And that is what Blakk Rasta is doing with the Bob Marley incident, when he was trying to say it is just like desecrating the remains of a king. That is how it is. But then that aspect we understand. But when you want to explain to people who are also seeing it physical, who would want to also see it with that physical eye, if you would want to explain to them why you think it is also not good, even in the physical world, for Sarkodie to have even been on that record, and you say it is because of his one-way rap, then it is very unfair. I was expecting him to have gone technical. Okay, aside even his one-way rap, these are some of the things that I think he could have done better, or he didn't do, that I think, okay, that has even made everything worse, or as bad as I am saying. Then we can have a conversation here. But when you only base even your physical judgment on the fact that you think he is doing one-way rap, come on, it is a below the belt, and we shouldn't encourage. Me, I and especially you see,
watch the video,
yes, and especially Nipa Nefri Nihoba, as huge as Blakk Rasta, whenever he speaks, especially about music and stuff, people some of us are expecting a lot. We are expecting a lot from him, and not just because when you say one-way rap is what a common man will say or a layman will say. So if Blakk Rasta, if say a layman or just an ordinary music consumer says one-way rap, now Blakk Rasta, that we know your background when it comes to music, and especially as far as reggae music is concerned, and you also come and speak the same language as a layman. A more conversation in here too cool for us to have. And one share, yeah, it will even open doors for people to come and disrespect him.
I know they are cause.
I know people are saying a lot.
Oh yes.
As it stands now, have you gotten a clear message yet of what Sarkodie said on that song?
So the song is about it's a love song.
Yeah, that one I know.
The song is a love song, and Sarkodie just tagged along, also describing the love of his life. Okay. That is the message Sarkodie just preached on the record.
Maybe many have not gotten it like that.
So yes. So I am saying that. So if somebody like Blakk Rasta wants to tackle the conversation, I think he should be very technical and very open and point out so many things on why he thinks like it shouldn't have been done. And besides, the reason why I'm also saying he should channel his energy to Team Bob Marley is because Sarkodie is not the only person that has done this to a Bob Marley record, especially in recent time. If not for anything, Tiwa Savage's own was released last year. And you see, he has his spiritual.
I think once again it will come across like who did what on it. So the Tiwa Savage jamming, what did she do on the song? I'm sure it is one of Blakk Rasta's concerns.
But for me, I think Blakk Rasta will still not be happy.
Even if it is Tiwa Savage. The bottom line is because he's coming from a spiritual religious background. That is the conversation he's having. He's not saying anything physical here. All he's saying is don't touch it because it is spiritual. That is what he's saying.
He's a holy man.
If you really want to hold somebody's neck or have somebody's head, then you should go for the person who sanctioned it. Because all these people that are jumping on these records are not doing it just out. These are not just covers for you to say, or cover the or Shenebe or yeah, and we release it. No, these are not just covers. These are collaborated records. If he has somebody to hold on, he should go to the Team Bob Marley or channel all this energy to them. I think this whole message, I was just expecting to hear Sarkodie just a line or two in there because he's involved. Yes.
Only the headline.
I was just expecting to hear Sarkodie maybe one or two. or even just the line for him then when he said, oh, Sarkodie has also allowed himself for him to be used, then I can think, okay, he's angry, so he also wants to add the people who also made it possible. But then if you really want to hold somebody's head, go to them, because as it stands, yes, he has a spiritual side, but he should also understand that there is the physical aspect of whatever, of whatever is going on.
Monetary value.
Yes, and monetary aspect. So if you be spirituality, now the end the honey a bit in the next guy, a common bed there.
Yeah, teacher,
Yes, I so you be preaching a man for better correction here in this car. O se my friends and get yet that come there.
Okay, thank you so much, Roland Amate, Team Dole Solomon Chemo. Now, still on the beef issues, I told you today we're looking at the growth areas and we're looking at the beef areas as well. So I think we've looked at the growth areas and now we are still considering the beef areas. We've listened to Rasta on Sarkodie's Bob Marley Stir It Up remix. Now let's move on to the next one, where Pono is also firing salvos. And I'll give you a background. When Sarkodie released, once again, still on the same song, Bob Marley Abreu. Hi, Bob Marley Abreu.
It's spiritual.
Yeah, just what I got because So after Sarkodie released his song, Pono also saw the need to release his own song called Yard. And in the Yard, he threw some small punches at Sarkodie in there. If you understand rap, you surely know. In one video, Pono tried to defend it and to swerve it, but of course, if you are a music lover like you guys keep saying, just as he said, yes, you're and Yahuze Okase ne Obiako feature some there. We know what you guys are talking about. And Kwakese decided to come and take a defense for Sarkodie. And for some time now, he has been defending, including tweeting and doing live videos for Pono. Pono initially said Kwakese should go to the studio to record something if he really wants to do this with him. But I think said Ameno or to us, no question so to Yampiasa. Then let me also go and do the same thing for him. Let me go and serve him in his own cup of tea. And Pono has served him in his own cup of tea with a live video. Or you want us to watch Kwakese first? Okay, I think it will not be bad. Let's listen to some of the things Kwakese said before we come to Pono.
They see what they go on every time, massa. Only say big man when they see, they hear, they see what they go on every time, massa. Only say big man when you are busy making, things happen, you don't get time for some stupidity, some stupid things, and you don't get time for some stupid people. I only have time for you guys because, Charlie, I have to come and address you guys that I don't have time for anybody. People think, say, I will get time, go studio, go record this song at this age of my life. Massa, I have unlimited bangers. I have unlimited bangers. So if you want to, diss me, dissing and those things is for underground artists. If you the time we dey underground, then we dey this. As we grow, where we come mainstream, where we blow finish. We know the days nobody. At us here. We don't get time to go, you go get time, go studio, think negative about somebody, do a song to come and diss the person. Let me tell you, if somebody is doing better than you in life, I'll keep saying this, and I will say it every time. If your friend is making millions, and you are not even making thousands, you have to tap into their blessing. Out here, tap into their blessings. You too try make some. You don't go talk again or talk shit about them, all because some cheap fame. The people go, because yeah, that thing no go take you anywhere, my brother. You see, he no go take you anywhere. When your friend is driving a Benz, and you are driving a Toyota, you have to appreciate your little things. But don't hate your friend because he's driving a Benz. You rather tap into their blessings. What you say? You might think you are doing your friend, but you will cry in the room. Because even your Toyota, you can't buy fuel. But you are laughing at somebody who fills their tank for thousands. Even your 100 CD gas, petrol self, you know the fee buy. They can't laugh somebody. My friends, if we stop the hate, the hating no they help we. They hate your friend because he's doing well. Massa, that will not help you, bro. If your friend is doing well, tap into their blessings. Tap into their blessings. You don't hate them because they are doing better than you. No. You tap into their blessings. You pray for them to do better. What I say? The more you pray for people to do well, the more you do your own, they go on for you. Ghana, we will stop that thing where Charlie.
You see for the street, you they see me at the run the street. Nobody ever forget you be a and I am fantonche. Now, my main reason for this thing, be say you I dey call you, me I no go beat around the bush. Yeah? Talk say oh this, oh that, and I need kuti and I say I'm talking to you direct. Yeah? I'm talking to you direct. Do you feel me? We will come back to Kakesi. Now I'm putting this straight. Way back VGM in 2020, the Entokwani Kuku. Popular song of the year. Now let me tell you one thing too. Before that. Sa VGMA categories no more no. Omoya NR5, NR4, NR8. Popular song of the year. Eye enyum baku be 20. I won it. Inti se me. Met me win inside the whole Ghana artists, everybody be underground. Everybody be underground. And if you want use BET make the mark. If you want use BET make the mark there. Any Shatawale underground, any we are underground. Because who are crumbs we do? You see your little brother, Buddha. Me, every artist will pass my hand for Tema. Or every artist will pass my hand, including even Blakk Sheriff. I'm telling you, even Blakk Sheriff. Everybody will pass my hand make successful, unless we Jimmy. Calculate infant. Na Sarkodie cry before artists go Sarkodie in there self in feature me. Na me Sarkodie ya get yourself out of it. And yes I dropped that song. Let me tell you, I'm a bad rapper. Inti me ya lyrics you ya and I say no. Me I don't listen to that. Because I'm promoting my music. Inti you should have it's make us say first of all me this video I should have taken the phone not my friend not my catcher say oh this that because that's what I used to do always. But me who said this is where you want your clouds. And you know I'm not used, but I will tell you where Jimmy you understand because if we have to talk about jealousy you have your own brother where they do music. Buddha it is Swedro you and when after you let's go back to that thing. Who were you fly from your team before? Have you ever flown your team? Say, baby. Me, I dey fly my team. Me, we are not they like bragging. We will not they like bragging. But we do show for Uptown. Since. And before you go come to myself, then rap day tema. It no be your nonsense we bring rap to tema. And I they tell you this, you have to know this. You understand? We the way we watch. We waba bra peyin na o babe Jimmy keke. Say ekutia ni mnira. Mention name and tell me why didn't you even pick phone and call? What bodam papa? Go and help your brother in Swedro. Who way for Swedro where you take go Yankee before? Kwasi adu say yakwa brochi why a man here. And I see a quatna again, China, a quatna, you're in a share where Brucci. Share. When you're steady, y'all play me some music, man. Fuck you fucking with uptown. Don't mess up. Yankwasha, me see that mammy. Yeah, mammy, see that my you. Yeah, mammy, yeah, Tia, see, mammy, only Japadia, my auntie, yeah. I think I'm best. I'm say we are from a good home long time. That, what are you talking about? Who the time start to see a quebroche? You, when have you, who swedro? Nancy Uncle Bo show, Granny Papa 13 said anybody, because Bo show, who knew I am. Who bet me a show swedro? Why not one was swedro? Why not the new two coin was swedro? Say, Wako Bo show, who the was size 0, will be a with you no more sample. We will do that all the time. Don't fucking joke with me.
So yesterday I was telling Roland Amate during my time with him on Sammy Flex Speaks that in Ghana, if there is someone who is a beef god, it is Yapun. I'm sure now you are seeing it. Yapun doesn't back out when it comes to beef. No, he doesn't back out. Like, he doesn't take back chat when it comes to beef. He will chase you till you give up. The
interesting thing is that you don't get here. They are not saying anything.
Oh, are you sure?
Oh, they are not saying anything.
There's an issue.
Marcus was talking about someone hating another person's success, and this guy is also all the guy is not saying anything.
Whatever they are using to defend whatever they want to say, in fact. Let me take one. Say Pono is wasting his time, or he's an underground artist. Underground. Let's underline that one. Underground artist, because enemy or no onko na Pono expecting to say or no onko studio no ko yet this record emfa reply no. No, on yes, sir, because he's not an underground artist. It is only underground artists that will go into the studio, do a record to this a fellow artist. Now,
artist.
Now, what I can say definition for who an underground artist is. You check it, Pono, so definition for underground artist. Say, check me by me.
On the
counter, maybe no, the tempo no, so you don't have to make logic out of it. At this stage, Pono, I'm not sure logically they mean what they are saying. No. What I mean is, I actually will be contact. I actually will be contact. I say, me born near pint, mommy come on. What are you saying?
So the thing is that. Kwakese trying to defend Sarkodie. Emfa, they are all chasing clouds here. We're afraid near clouds chaser, we're so afraid near clouds chaser. They are all chasing clouds here because I will check here. Kwakese fight with Emfa home. And Pono could also have chosen to not to even mind Kwakese. Because at the end of the day,
no problem that you mind him.
I know he will mind him, but me patch say
Kwakese came to punch him.
But me patch say Pono according to one kasa sema okan say now you don't have time to come on social media to come and reply people, have a back and forth with them in terms of beef. You use that energy to go into the studio because if you're an artist, no be your idea. Now person will reply now. It is best you go to the studio. Do it on a record that shows say we are very good musicians. So why is Pono coming on live to address this? Because wama Kwakese epulino from ono the no so opeso ye no e de abeye de Kwakese ye ni bio. That is what he is doing. Enti the omumi ncha ho no mu twam for the is ya de pa no moko. Sisi ade de ben pa na Pono biom ne Kwakese then no more chances here.
Sarkodie anyum.
If say obumi enu yina mo twe Sarkodie anyum then it still doesn't make any sense. It still doesn't make any sense.
I don't know what sense you want to make from this.
No.
What would they say?
Someone puts out a song Another person comes with another song to diss him. And the other things, no, you don't do that. It is wrong for you to do that. He comes attacking and this one is responding and he's saying it doesn't make sense. Like what's
so what conversation are we having now? Because if Kwakese comes, no, because if Kwakese comes, what conversation are we having now?
Conversation is about Sarkodie song. Pono taking a jab and then Kwakese responding to that jab.
Yes,
that's the conversation.
And I am saying, me a normal response, no. That a bogus.
Okay, you can say you're bogus, but it doesn't make sense. I wouldn't want.
Because show Debbie. At said I made you at him. Debbie, at said I made you at him. Now, Basa me say Argentina made you at him. Now, if so person defend you, he has to give me reasons why I shouldn't have done that.
Of course.
What I say. So Kwakese jumping to Sarkodie's defense. Say Pono end this Sarkodie at him. He has not so far given any reason why Pono shouldn't have done that.
And just a reason he been underground artist.
There be reason in any.
A been underground artist. And now no obey.
And what is his definition for
underground artist? And I hear no the DC Obi. And that's why
Kwakese doesn't want to understand.
That be into say Kwakese kase underground artist no be head this record did they see Obia. Is that who an underground artist is?
And we don't really have to go there. Kwakese na they responded to Pono, not you, or he's not trying to educate.
So him jumping to the defense. What is he defending? Like say Obana says
defending Sarkodie and trying to
with what?
With the fact say Pono enya underground behavior na or they call Obia one making in the music industry in so
does he know? And you see, he doesn't also know the reason why Pono is coming at Sarkodie.
He doesn't have to know. No response na so the
but you see, if you don't want to know,
Roland, this is your argument. No, wait. We are doing beef. And when we are doing beef, don't be too logic. Yeah. It is beef. Which beef comes with logic? Tell me which beef comes with logic. Oh, what logic? What logic? No beef comes with any logic. No, he will say something that will just waste our time. No beef comes with any logic. These are people who are just angry and throwing shades. Yeah. And that's what Kwakese and Pono, that's what they are doing.
And I make us say,
that they can't Chemo come through. Only shaker. Chemo only shaker.
It's a governor among guys. No more among.
Yeah, they are saying something. Chemo. So how do we also defend what they are doing?
Well, when people are not happy about and Symbia or Kana, they have their own way of responding to you. Some people will come and straight away insult you without even addressing the main issue. That's their style of doing it. And some people will also try to be logical and give you reasons and say that you are rather the one who are not saying anything nice or whatever. So that's what is going on. Kwakese in the first response, try to tell Pono that Charlie, the guy has done the thing. It's either you love it or shut up. Don't use your behavior that you know, and according to him, that behavior or the underground logic say underground for behavior, and how they cause Sarkodie just want to diss him because wakoye nyoma obi a prisoner na obi e kan ho. That's Kwakese's angle, and Pono is like, nah, you can't just come out and say things like this when you are a musician that you think you are good. In fact, Okrawo advice me say, me underground artist. And I want to go booth na ye bibi me who say yes. We a musician and pa we do now naso. And I still Kwakese the on the also on cover bia. Me no now me person me advice Pono say me person ko be corner angle na or suggest to Kwakese na wan fan. Ezen ko nu mumu akwa ye nyum ni bia ma no. Instead of say on also be ba abeba no on so be video now I try to on so be jabe Kwakese no Mimi ni Pono and cause mimi de me be good records so to say the whole person can kwa kase ye no. O suggest man wanye. Enti fa say o suru kra ne fa hit no. Enti me advice am de be my buy fight ne dey wo ho and the reason is that kwa kase is trying to tell Pono say the angle that you took jabbing Sarkodie in your song yard is not cool. In fact, it's according to him, it's not professional. Only underground artists will do that.
Yeah.
Yes, and Pono after suggestion to Kwauke said that no,
I'm not an underground.
I'm not an underground artist, and you want to diss him, go straight, do your thing, and give it to him instead of you to come in the way that he came. That you even suggested that he shouldn't be doing it like that. And it's also go through that path. And you know me, I'm expecting Pono to come out with something like on for Bibimra out. Now, who say
Bibi also for Bibimra.
Yes, now who say oh follow part now or suggest ma Kwauke near her say Kwauke will take the
only way that will make
sense. And you know that's the advice I will give Pono. Yes, say on your mirror say Kwauke say why did any amazing machine?
Because what Kwauke
he's a chimney over there.
Because what Kwauke said, I am my Yapo no so buy or buy a video. That is where the misunderstanding is. Because I will say, according to what philosophy, you only do it on the records. You don't come and do video. See why ya manipa actually want to do or no the no ekacha say men ye no. See wo ja wo de na to wo method na wo de ye beef no. Ah me de be ye nyum na me de di watem. We ja to and I see I be follow Kwauke say. It truly whatever Kwauke say is saying about you no. Who this one na wo ye?
Well understand me hu
baby I dey
me hu the roll and the cast
advice na dey be ma Pono say Pono on fa Bibimra out on he should just go ahead and do his
Roland just doesn't want to agree that the beef is happening, but whether he likes it or not, it is happening.
But the beef doesn't exist.
There is no beef.
Next one, there's something wicked that what the most senseless beef.
There is no beef. There is no the beef that Jupiter is having with Ghanaian media doesn't make sense. But this one doesn't make sense. We can only end it here on this note. Thanks for being a part of it. Thanks to Team Dodi Solomon, Chemo, Roland Amate, Digital Rasta, Currency, and Richie Flex. You want to add something?
Yes. Afrobeat Night, Sophie's Entertainment is having Afrobeat Night.
Australia,
yes, in Australia on the 18th of February.
Hey, shout out to Kofi Shaba.
Yeah.
Were you here when he was telling us some stories?
No.
Chemo missed a lot.
He came to give us greetings from abroad.
Australia and the stories. Kofi Shaba. Charlie, shout out to you.
Yeah.
I've seen your message, so I'll surely reply, bro.
So on the 18th, it will be happening. The
18th February.
The 18th February, yes.
Okay.
It will be happening at in Aubrey.
Okay.
In Aubrey, yes. So people should check it out. Surface in Australia, yes. The details.
All right. So to our people in Australia, I hear the place is very, very far. I hear it's very far. The last time I checked, almost about 20-something hours. But that is fine. So shout outs to Surface Entertainment, and I'm sure one day we'll all be there to witness this day and make it a big one. Thanks to Digital Rasta, Currency, Richie Flex, and thanks to you for watching as well. Remember to also put down your comments. Whatever you agree, disagree, only follow community guidelines like YouTube has been saying all the time. And subscribe to us. Everybody is running to Sammy Flex TV for showbiz content, so you have to be part of it. My name is Sammy Flex. Until then, we are out of here.